Alright, Shalom. Before I go any further, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakak. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone for teaching us His truth, according to the Bible and her rule well. Another Shalom to all the sincere Akims and Akwa throughout the four corners of the earth. Alright, the men pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity. This COVID-19, aka the coronavirus, alright, is a hot topic, has been a hot topic for some time now. And we're just gonna continue to do lessons on it, man. Yeah, it may seem boring to the average person, but this is exciting to the men of the Lord, man. Alright, and there's always lessons, man, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. Alright, it says, came across this article. It says, foods you'll regret not having during a corona virus quarantine, right? And it says, the COVID-19 novel coronavirus pandemic has sent the world into lockdown crisis mode. In recent days, grocery stores' shelves have been pillaged, and lines just to get into some of the supermarkets have wrapped around stores and to parking lots, according to KUIS News. And that's true. I personally haven't witnessed crazy lines. However, I've seen brothers, they've experienced long lines. They've taken pictures of it. All right, but and there's nothing wrong with having food and things of that nature, because you have to live every day. But the amount that these people are gathering up is ridiculous. And I'm gonna grab my first precept before I read on some more. Alright, I'm not quite sure I'm gonna title this lesson either, by the way, but Lord's will come to me. But this is Jeremiah 3:15. It says, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. You see, so the Lord's going to give the nation of Israel, all right, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, okay, pastors, what? To feed you, okay? What the Lord say? Man should not live off bread alone. So one thing you should never forget to have is this wisdom, the breakdowns, the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures. And the Lord said He will give you pastors to feed you. Starting off with, I had apostles, man, the elders, a great millstone, man. Alright? You cannot forget about this food. Alright? Which is convenient for you. I'm going to read it again. This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, according to the Lord's mind. Alright? Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And isn't that what our people are searching for? They're searching for the knowledge and understanding, the truth, and it's right in front of your faces. You don't need to go stockpile on food and water and things of that nature. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having that. Yeah, you need food and water, okay? But at the end of the day, we know that this truth is more important, and this truth is what's going to save us. This is matter of fact. Let's get Isaiah real fast. Because this truth is what's going to keep you stable. Not a shelf full of food or a pantry full of food. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. See, this wisdom and knowledge is what's going to keep you stable. And the Lord said He's going to set up men to feed you with it, man. And the ones that's hearkening to the words of YAHAWASHI through His men, best believe they eating lovely right about now. Okay? It says, Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. Not canned goods, not stockpiles of water, tissue, sanitizer, Lysol spray, but the wisdom of the Bible. Once again, there's nothing wrong with having those things. But to put your trust in those things, you have to be a fool. a blockhead, a meatball, a nincompoop, a dunce, a jackass. Okay? Let's see here. It says, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay? So fearing the Lord is going to be a treasure to you in that day, man. And look, these people don't understand. They're stockpiling for the men of the Lord and their families. You know, when this famine hit, because a famine is going to hit a famine of bread, water, and a famine of the word. You know, Lord's will, I'll get that. But the thing is, there's going to be a famine. All right? And these people, you see all these stockpiles, you see all these carts full of food. They just don't realize they're stocking up for the men of the Lord. The Lord said, my man shall eat. But you said, how? Of vexation and spirit. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Let's grab on the precept. Let's go to the Apocrypha. Let's go to the Apocrypha. This is Sirach chapter 15, verse 1. It says, he that feareth the Lord will do good, and he that have the knowledge of the law shall obtain her. That's right. If you fear the Lord, all right, it says, will do good. And he that have knowledge of the law shall obtain her. That's what you want. You want to obtain this wisdom, man, while you can. But only the ones that fear the God of the Bible is going to obtain it. All right. Jump down to verse 3. It says, with bread of understanding shall she feed him, and give him the water of wisdom to drink. You see? And that's something you shouldn't forget. That's something you shouldn't forget, man. All right? You shouldn't forget this food, this wisdom, this bread, this water. All right? It says, see here. And read down some more. It says, the pandemonium may have some folks wishing they had purchased more or less than in their preparations, but there's no reason to panic. Most communities aren't in quarantine just yet. Look, just yet. So that means, you know, they're going to be quarantined. Rather, just practicing friendly social distancing, and stores are working with their supplier to restock. The most important thing is you have healthy foods and you have your family like. It says the most important thing is you have healthy foods you and your families like to eat, and foods that have significant shelf life. But aside from the essentials, what other food items will you regret not having if you are quarantined? What will you regret not having? Okay? Look, if when this quarantine happens, you think the men of the Lord gonna be out there pushing this word? Hell to the no. All right. It says, and that's gonna bring a famine of the word, man. Which I'll probably end off on that. It says, Brigitte Zittili, a registered dietitian and owner of BZ Nutrition, recently told Business Insider, when you're not quarantined and have access to all the food shopping you can handle, prepping some things to put in freezers will add some diversity, which you'll need if you're eating the same stuff for 2 weeks. Zindeling suggested preparing large batches of freezer-friendly foods like chili, pasta sauce, and meatballs. Okay, which are all things that can be stored away. It says, don't forget multi-purpose foods for coronavirus quarantine. The multi-purpose foods is this word, man. And you best get it now. You best get it now, man. Okay? Because you can see that family of the word coming. And that's what we're going to end off with, man. This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And see, the Lord is cold-blooded. Because you can see with this pandemic, man, the Lord is shutting down the markets. Okay, look, shutting down foods, supplies, things of that nature. Even though this scripture isn't talking about an actual famine of bread and water, but you have other scriptures that do. Matthew's the 24th chapter, man. Okay, as well as many others. All right, Second Esdras, the 15th chapter, 16th chapter. All right, it says, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So this quarantine, the men of the Lord not gonna be out there on the highways and byways, man. Okay, they're shutting down everything. You know, they're gonna best believe they're gonna have a curfew set. All right, things of that nature. So the time to get this word now, the time to get this food is now, man. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. Yeah, they're going to be famished in that day spiritually, man. Spiritually. And we read in Isaiah 33:6, the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures shall keep you stable. Not your canned goods. Not your waters. Okay? Even though there's nothing wrong with having those things, you know, you need those things. But the most important thing you need, the most important food you need is just wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, man. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close. I give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, or Kakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who teach us his truth according to the Bible and rule well. Another shalom to all the sincere Akians throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity. Get this truth, Akian, while you still can. And Akwaf, shalom.